are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about.
The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Wednesday.
That's right,
Barnes and Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much. Happy hump day, dude. Stoked for today, dude. Gonna be a good Wednesday, obviously. Couldn't believe it when I woke up, looked at my weather app. It said the temperature was 9 degrees, dude.
My car said 7, dude.
Oh,
so,
my God,
yeah,
dude.
definitely rough morning. A lot to get to. Actually, a couple things I did want to mention, though.
Yeah?
A couple quick shout-outs here. First of all, it's
Don't delight.
It's my mother's birthday.
Happy
so
birthday.
happy birthday to her. And
Yeah.
we're going to Mercato Italian Kitchen later
Very nice.
for dinner.
Is that our favorite?
So I think they went there once. They said it was really good. I've heard a lot of good things. Pooch said he went there and stuff. So
That was your first time.
First time.
There we go.
So I'm excited to check that out.
Scout the menu?
Didn't scout the menu yet, but I'm sure, I'll be able to find something. You would think, right?
Yeah.
Usually I have trouble finding food at restaurants. And then the other thing is, wanted to give a special shout out to Sam's mom, Veronica. I was with her last night. And first of all, again, the shirt.
Yeah.
I don't think you get any better. I think too, this was a customized shirt, so I feel like, maybe
I don't think those are on shelves.
we
Brian.
could maybe we'll have to add that to the merch on the website.
Oh, yeah, it's a great call, actually.
Great call.
Yeah,
Maybe
dude.
get her a little vig, something like that. And then we were talking about last night about just I don't even know how it came up, but her apple pie I was saying was always my favorite, and I was always saying you can't beat a good apple pie a la mode.
Oh, yeah,
she said
dude.
she was gonna tune in for schedule allowed. If not, I'll
Right.
be sure to send her the clip. But I'm sure either way she will see it. So just wanted to get
Is she going to send an
that
apple pie?
out of the
or-
way. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Oh,
but yeah,
the a la mode.
hope
dude.
she's having a great day. But yeah, honestly, that's one of those things I honestly like. I know
Yeah.
it sounds ridiculous. Easily could eat the whole pie.
Wow.
Like,
really?
not a
Whole pie,
question.
dude?
Not
Like,
a
not a
question.
question, dude.
Mm-mm.
Not like what JD was trying to get you to eat. What was he trying to get you to eat?
Pecan
Pecan
pie.
pie,
I could
that's
eat that
right,
whole thing
dude.
too. I could eat that whole
Both.
thing
How
too.
about both, dude?
Not both. No, one or the other though. One or the other. Yeah, a lot of stuff to get to. Couple quick comments if you want to get to those before we start.
Yes, do we have Josh B early, often in the house? You, what up, fam? What's up, Josh B? Saw him really chatting it up in Rick and Dave chat on their show. That was awesome. Goon Collector says, a little irritated on this beautiful day, but I will keep it civil. We like that, dude.
I'm trying to think why. What
you
that
do to
would
him?
be about. No, but I'm saying it's like, because he's a Yankee fan, right? I mean, unless, I don't know, he just, Bellinger, which, it seems like that's going to happen. I know Kalashi, this morning, I saw something on Twitter. It was like 60 to 70% that he was coming back. And then after the Mets move yesterday, you would think that would kind of solidify things.
Yeah.
We'll see. And we're already talking about that, Tony. So why don't we just take a trip to the world of Major League Baseball?
Pujols it's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yep, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep.
And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight. And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So today's MLB segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by,
Whoa.
NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow Mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno.
Margarita.
These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetlama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And obviously, Tony, the big news coming out yesterday, the Mets, trading for Luis Robert Jr., giving up Luis Angel Acuna, and there was two other minor leaguers in the deal, or what was
no, it was just one, Truman Pauly, dude.
Okay, and what's the 5-0 there on Truman Pauly?
Haven't heard of him until yesterday, dude. So I guess that's, as you would say, Brian, one of those good guys you kind of want to trade away. And I mean, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I mean, honestly, dude, obviously you look at, Luis Robert. Obviously, White Sox, he had maybe 3 solid years. Very, very good years, you could say, with Chicago. But for maybe the past 3 has just been a flash in the pan. A lot of money in his contract, I guess. But hey, I guess the Mets don't care about that. I mean, I don't know, dude. For initial thoughts is he's going to be a better defender than Taylor. He's a better center fielder in general than Taylor all around.
Oh, okay. I don't know too much about his fielding. I thought Taylor was really good on defense. No.
Well, Taylor is, but I mean, Robert is definitely faster. That's for sure. I was looking at his fielding percentages. I mean, nothing was great. Nothing was below a 970 or whatever it was. I saw one year I think he had 3 errors in the field or whatever. But it seems like he has a solid arm. Can track balls, reasonably, I guess, right? So I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's cool. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I saw, it was just weird. It kind of took me off guard last night, seeing it late last night, the notification at my phone. I guess in my head, I was like, oh, I mean, this guy did hit he hit 38 home runs one year, right? He was batting in the high 200s, I mean, I guess he had the ability at one point to be a good player. Obviously, has been doing nothing, wasting away in Chicago. And my initial thoughts is all right. I mean, this is not a replacement for Cody Bellinger, is what I thought initially.
Right.
So I know you were saying, before the show that Bellinger's 60-70% chance going back to the Yankees. I mean, in my opinion, this move isn't that great. I mean, I would much rather have Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, yeah, and supposedly the Giants are a little bit of a dark horse, but I just kind of question if the plan for Bellinger all along was just to suck as much money out of the Yankees as possible, and he didn't really want to go anywhere else. Obviously, and again, you can't read too much into the social media, but I just thought it was odd. I think it was Austin Wells. Commenting on his picture with the chair. But do you think that was I don't know.
I don't know, dude. The social media shit is weird. I was looking to see what song it was or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Very cryptic stuff, dude. It was, I forget. Honestly, it didn't make any sense. It wasn't anything that was
okay, that made I'm leaving
moving
or
on
new beginnings or
nothing,
something like that.
Nothing. New beginnings, dude. No, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, also, I don't know. If you're Cody Bellinger, wouldn't you try and milk as much money as possible from any team that you want to go to,
Right. No, but I'm just saying, I think, I'm guessing anyway, that's just his mindset all along. And with a little bit reading the room, that he kind of knew, it's okay, these demands that he's giving, no one's interested in that. He's been a free agent a couple times before. No one's given him that type of money. And it feels nothing's changed in that regard. And you would think that was something that he's keenly aware of.
Yeah, no, definitely, absolutely, him and his agent. That's what they're gonna do there, and I guess we'll see where Bellinger lands. But I mean, I guess I'm trying to remain positive about Luis Robert. I mean, I guess the only uptick is that, like I mentioned, that the prospect you mentioned, and then Acuna. I mean, you really didn't give up much for him, which is nice. I mean, Acuna seems like he is gonna be. I mean, I don't want to say a bust, but yeah, it just seems I don't know what it is. Maybe with his brother or whatnot.
Okay,
just
so
never really get things going.
Okay, so you don't mind getting rid of him.
I don't hate it, honestly.
Okay, because I thought you really liked him, or maybe that was before last year.
I mean, to start the year off when he was running the bags a lot. I mean, that was pretty cool. Stealing a lot of bags. You saw him go from first to home on some plays, But I mean, again, I feel like Luis Robert can do that. Or at least come close to that, and not to mention Acuna just didn't get on base enough, So I mean, He really wasn't that great, and he's not going to be an everyday player, I suppose. So I guess getting rid of him would not be horrible. I mean, it isn't horrible, I don't think. So yeah, I guess that's maybe the only upside, and you're just taking a flyer on this guy.
Yeah.
A lot of millions of dollars of flyer.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. And
42
also,
million, right?
it's $20 million.
20
million
well,
and a $2 million buyout next season.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what I was going to say, I mean, this it started quite the debate in the TCA chat, and then, between, JD and HTJ, the big Mets fans that they are, is that like I'm being biased, this or that. But I mean, this is an example of just a normal conversation, and you can admit as a Mets fan, there is a big inherent risk, and HTJ was citing, his numbers from 3 years ago, and it's like, okay, well, that's great, but it's like, what it reminds me of, like when you see a guy have multiple terrible years of production. It reminds me, I know we always make this comparison with like the marriages and stuff, but it reminds me of like the marriage that's on the rocks for like 3 or 4 years. Then there's a separation. But we're trying to figure it out when the writing's on the wall. That's what it feels like with Robert. I mean, a ton of strikeouts, low batting average, and it just seems like, for $20 million, that $20 million couldn't be spent best elsewhere. Right? I mean,
a lot of people talk about like this is money you should be giving to Alonso.
Yeah.
You should have been able to pay Alonso at this point because you made a move for Bichette, you made a move for Robert. Bichette isn't a great defensive player. Robert obviously has been having his flaws really kind of fan out the past couple of years. It does bring a lot of uncertainty. I mean, again, you're not wrong from that sense, where this money does feel like it should be, spent elsewhere, specifically on Alonso. But I mean, I guess that's a move that Stearns didn't really necessarily want to do. And again, I mean, I feel like if you get Bellinger, like I feel like it doesn't look as bad anymore.
No,
it really doesn't.
No, because you have Taylor as an option as well. But the fact that you don't have Bellinger, I mean, I guess it still could happen, but it seems like the
you're not going to get
on
him.
Social media that he's not coming.
So
there.
it's like, I mean, at this point, you missed out on Tucker. You missed out on Bellinger. Like obviously, like Alonso was gone. Like you can't change that, dude. But you could have made better moves to make this transition into this year a little bit smoother. And it seems like Stearns had an inability to do that. So I mean, that's going to be definitely a strike on his record. Obviously, you'll see how these players pan out. I mean, you never know. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's not really the most optimal time, I feel like, or off season, I should say, not the optimal off season that we expected here for the Mets.
It kind of funny. Corey just texted me. He must be listening on Instagram. But he said about the marriage, comparison. He was getting a chuckle out of it. It did make sense though. It did kind of make sense. No?
Yeah, no, it definitely did. I mean, and I honestly, I kind of question because again, I mean, you look at this guy, Luis Robert, and kind of bursting on the scene, almost winning Rookie of the Year. In the MVP conversation, 3-4 years ago, I guess, with the 38 home run.
Yeah,
season.
and that season was great, but it's like, how does that just
go nowhere? Yeah, disappear
for 2 years. Dude. Not just 1 year; it's 2 years.
I mean, it's like I don't know. Anything in your head is kind of because Robert, I know was talked about at the deadline. I think last season too.
Yeah.
Anything in your head like thinks that it's just like Chicago's like, and that. Like,
but see, that's the thing. I just have always felt with baseball specifically, production, like. You don't have it, you don't have it. Like it's like Josh Donaldson at the end. Like, no, he's gonna come here, and Goldschmidt. Like it's like that stuff, that writing was on the wall. So usually that's the case. Only difference, those players were in their late 30s. So I will be fair. Robert is still 28 years old. So there is a chance. And I want to talk more about this, but we do have a bunch of comments. So let's get to those.
Yeah, dude. So Goon in here, you mentioned it. Luis Robert Jr. to the Mets. Are you shitting me? This team steals every possible option. If it ain't the stupid Dodgers, it's the little brother Mets. He's kind of freaking out.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And then Minnesota Fats over
Good
here,
to have you here.
Says Luis Robert Jr. is Cedric Mullins 2.0. I would say that's probably a good possibility.
Yes. Younger.
Younger, but still.
Writing on the wall.
Right on the wall.
The decline.
And even you could even argue that there's more writing on the wall. It's clearer even with him. It is. It's a massive flyer. And then he's also, I guess, pissed about the Bellinger and Boris antics. Wanted to come here. Yankees in the first place, but these damn antics and the Mets. What happened? So blah blah. But I mean, that's Boris for you, all right? That's totally expected.
And it's like one of those things. Goon, I don't think it's a big deal if he goes. You know what I mean? I know he's pulling antics, but if he goes, he goes. Seems like he's coming back.
He does.
You know, we're the type of fans, obviously, you know, despite this nonsense, you know, we'll welcome him with open arms. But it is business, and I just think I will be shocked if he goes to a team and gets his 7-year big money deal that he's looking for. If he does, I mean, so be it. Because I would prefer to have him for 3 years, and I do think the 5 will probably be a mistake. I hope it's not if we end up signing him, but that's just the reality.
Yeah. Ernie in the house with a year, dude. I'm sure getting a good kick out of the conversations from yesterday. And we have Al in here, says, let's effing go.
Good to have Al. It's been a while.
It is always nice to hear from Al, you know, especially with the Mets news. He says, trade the rest of the lingering infielders for Tatis, he says.
And listen, Al, all offseason we talked a lot about Tatis, specifically for the Yankees. I think we mentioned it for the Mets a little bit.
Yeah.
We both would love to have him on our respective teams. I just think the consensus that you hear around the league is that Tatis isn't available, but he's a guy that both teams would relish the chance to have.
I wonder how he feels about the Mets. I mean, he seems pretty excited in general.
Right? Yeah, I'm guessing the LFG was about the Robert deal. Right. I'm not sure. But I do have to say it is kind of, you know, and it's like obviously Stearns has nothing to do with like the Yankees front office, but just it is crazy how there are like these similarities with like, you know, to me it feels like a Cashman deal. Like that's the type of move this feels like, and then also you couple that with the out of position stuff with Polanco and Bichette. Very, very, very interesting. I don't know. And especially Stearns, because, you know what I mean? He seems like a very smart, analytical guy. Very odd to me that he feels comfortable with Polanco at first and Bichette at third. Very surprised by that.
Yeah, I guess so. And maybe he doesn't. I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe at this point he just feels like these are the only moves he can possibly make, you know? I mean, again, there is no like viable everyday third base option on your roster. You know, Vientos and Beatty were kind of proving that last year. So, but it is uncharacteristic. I mean, he definitely has not made moves like that when he was with Milwaukee. You know, like you didn't see any moves like that when he was with that organization.
No, and also I just don't get where this idea came from, especially teams like both the Yankees and the Mets. And I know, like, you know, going into the year, you felt pretty down about the Mets, but I think like front office wise and Steve Cohen wise, like the thought is to contend, you know, this year. So it's just like, I don't get where this idea comes from that you could just play guys at positions that they don't play and that it's going to work out. I know we've seen that work out with Mookie Betts at shortstop for the Dodgers, but I feel like that's like a rare example.
Yeah, no, I guess it is. I mean, we've seen it work out with Tatis as well. You know, he's worked the outfield.
Well, and I
think
you
could say Bellinger too.
But I think Tatis, I mean, he moved because he like made like 30 errors at shortstop. Like that was kind of why that makes sense. I know you can say, okay, Bichette, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something to just playing guys in their natural position. I'm scarred by it, by you know, what we did, you know, last year with you know, with Jazz at third, like that didn't make any sense, and LeMahieu and just, you know, just stuff that doesn't make sense. It's like, why don't you want people at their natural positions? I will never understand that.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's not much of an explanation other than just the way the offseason market has been, I guess, and the needs of the Mets. I mean, they're asking players to do things they haven't done before. So,
and Goon will go to his comments, but you are right about A-Rod. The only thing you're incorrect about is it was only one championship because A-Rod came over in 2004. We won in 2009, and unfortunately, that was our last title. But good example. But I just think history will show more times than not, you know, putting somebody out of position, it's just not going to work. Especially, feels like these days more than ever. Like defense was always important, but these days there really is such an emphasis on playing good defense and how that can help a team, you know, come stretch time and into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have Al coming in here, actually giving some more context here about Robert's deal. He says he's still young. Robert was being compared to Trout at one point, ran into a few injuries, which is his only concern. He says low risk, high reward doesn't hurt the Mets at all. No, listen, I mean, this is what we kind of summed up. Yeah, I guess kind of how I was feeling about it as well. But I mean, the only thing is like, it does hurt the Mets if he starts making Taylor look good, like, because I mean, again, like, we know how bad, Taylor's appearance was at the plate last year. So, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess he can do more good than harm right now. So,
Yeah.
I'll take Johnny.
No. I think it's actually JD's friend. He probably side texted him to say this, but just something about my takes and stuff. But I'll answer after the show. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to get crazy.
Nothing
Let's
crazy.
just relax. But I just think the thing is, and we've talked about this many times, it's just like, I obviously, I take sports seriously. So when I just see people say stuff that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. I'm going to attack what you're saying because it doesn't make any sense. And if you don't want to hear it, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe don't say it. I don't know what you want me to say.
And I guess Ernie says I'm hot today, but we're going to be okay. LMAO, Josh here, saving lives and shit.
Wait. What does he mean by that?
I don't know. I guess maybe Ernie's really pissed off at someone and Josh is calming him down.
Maybe it might be HTJ because, like I said, but it's like, listen, I think HTJ, needed to hear it. He didn't want to hear it, but he needed to hear it.
And then Al saying that is sort of capable of playing first base, which I mean, I guess so, sure, right? I mean, a lot of players can definitely adapt to that. I don't see why Soto can't. But I don't know. I haven't really heard anyone really talk about that, to be honest, or indicate that Soto will be getting reps at first base.
Yeah, I mean, I see it, but it's also just knowing Soto. You know what I mean? I think he has in his head I'm the Mets right fielder for the next 5 years.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd be curious though, because I mean, again, his defense has come into question quite a few times.
No, that it would be better. Like Harper.
Right.
It reminds you of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then Goon doesn't like the idea, but Goon doesn't know shit.
Could we get some, I don't know, just some context on this with Josh, or maybe I'll get a side text about it. But
maybe.
Could we understand? Could we get an explanation here?
Something, dude.
Yeah. Something.
The facetiousness, the high school antics.
I'll just text Ernie myself.
I feel like I'm back in the cafeteria.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know. One thing that I love about me and Ernie, I feel like we're very much the same way, where we're not gonna hide and not say stuff. If we have to say something, we're gonna say it. Okay. He just explained it to me. But listen, whatever. Josh, great guy. We know that. We love him.
Josh B?
Yes, he's the man. We know it, right?
Why? What's wrong with Josh B now?
No. Because he said he hates you, Josh Burgos. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying we love Josh.
Okay.
I mean, it's wrong of me to say.
No. It's not wrong, dude. Not wrong.
No,
it's true.
There are actually a couple of things I wanted to mention to you. Because we had a pretty sturdy debate about it. And I hope Chief's not tight, because I'm not going to lie, I kind of went on him a little bit. Nothing crazy, but just kind of stuff he was talking about in concerns with the Hall of Fame. First, we got the news yesterday, Tony. Right. Jones and Beltran Hall of Fame. What was your thoughts? There, Beltran, by the way, looks like he's going to wear a Mets cap.
As he should.
Oh, I thought you hated him.
You said that yesterday, too. No, I don't hate
you. You had a weird, it was a little above Willie Randolph, I would say.
And stop it.
He did strike out, though, on that Randolph team, right?
Yes, he did. Okay. But still, I mean, he was still, he's a good clubhouse guy. Seemed well liked around the clubhouse, the players, whatever. I mean, how do you not like, the cheating scandal, the Astros, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, could have been the manager, should have been, honestly. I feel like I would have liked him to be the manager. Obviously, we know what happens. In any case, Rojas, doesn't matter. No, I mean, I'm stoked for them. I mean, Hall of Fame Andrew Jones and Carlos Beltran. I mean, Andrew Jones is great with the Braves. You can't knock that.
Yeah,
dude.
No, I would say they both are worthy. I have no issue with it. The reason I brought that up is, and Ernie was kind of giving Chief a hard time about this too. Just certain people that he feels like should be in the Hall of Fame. And the first name I wanted to start with, because I'm kind of interested, your opinion. I know he was on this ballot, I think pretty high, probably fourth, I want to say, right behind Chase Utley, Felix Hernandez. I was saying that, it just wasn't long enough of a career. You know, you look at it, I mean, pretty much fell off a cliff after 30, had one of the worst contracts in baseball. Chief, though, was citing a dominant 5 to 7 year period, a perfect game. But I just felt like it was like, okay, yeah, he's a multi-time All-Star, was a dominant pitcher, I think won a Cy Young or two. But it just still wasn't enough. It wasn't a full career. We're talking about the Hall of Fame, not like a very good player. And I'm just kind of curious your thoughts on King Felix for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I just looked up his stats. 1 Cy Young award. I mean it's close, dude, but I don't know.
Hall of Good is what I said.
I mean, 15 years is long to be around, but I mean, you're thinking what the last like 3 or 4 weren't great.
Weren't Hall of Fame worthy.
We're not Hall of Fame worthy. I guess he's still, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, missing some time too. But I mean, if you think about it, I mean, he had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like pretty, like I would say dominant seasons in the league out of 15. Like dominant.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's one of those guys who can be kind of teetering on. Like maybe he'll get in, maybe he won't, based on the rest of the ballot sort of deal.
Yeah. But I hate to put the pressure on you, but if you had to give me something on this, honestly,
like with this ballot, he's not getting in this.
No, not this ballot, just in general. Do you feel he is worthy of being a Hall of Famer?
I mean, I guess not.
Okay.
I guess not.
That was kind of our general consensus. I think Chief was the only one who said.
I mean,
who said that. And again, Chief, I'm just going over these examples. We love you. I'm not attacking you, but it was a good debate yesterday in the chat, so I just wanted to bring it up. So we have that one. The other one that was mentioned was Mattingly. I think it's almost the same thing as Felix Hernandez, where it's like, yes, you're a multi-time All-Star, but you had a short run where you were really good on defense, really good on offense, but it's just not enough. Like, it's like we can't put every multi-time All-Star into the Hall of Fame. Otherwise, I was saying we need to add a couple more buildings to the Hall of Fame to fit all these guys in.
Yeah, I guess so. He won MVP, right? He was MVP of the league.
I think one MVP. Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, I guess never winning a World Series is tough. Yeah, similar amount of years, 14 years for the Don.
I think one playoff series. Again, I mean, it's not his fault, but it just, that would add to his, legacy, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, again, you look at, I guess you look at someone who's supposed to be a future Hall of Famer, like a Mike Trout or something. I mean, there are longer years where he's leading the league in multiple categories for many, many years. I guess Don didn't really have that. You have a 4-year stretch in the mid 80s where he was, leading the league in hits maybe, or doubles or RBIs 1 year. 1 year for batting average in 84, 85 was his MVP year. Yeah, I guess no. I would say no for this one, dude.
Yeah, very good, but it's like multi-time All-Star doesn't make you a Hall of Famer.
6-time All-Star
player.
9-time Gold Glove.
The other one was Pettit, and it was interesting too. So there's a layer with this. He was saying that Felix is more deserving than Pettit, and obviously, yes, you can't say, take the PED thing out of it. But just from a pure number standpoint, I understand Felix was more dominant, but when you factor in the postseason stuff, there's no way that you could tell me that Felix Hernandez is more deserving than Pettit.
I mean, some guys get into the Hall of Fame on postseason alone. So, right. I mean, that's when, push comes to shove. So,
yeah.
It's interesting that Josh B does mention this, that there are plenty of players that don't belong in the Hall of Fame, which is a fact.
I'm sure there are.
There are.
Football, it kind of stands out to me more. Like Joe Namath is a name that comes to mind, that doesn't belong there. But, yeah, so I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Also, he was saying he thought Wells and Cone belonged. I didn't think so either. Again, very good, but the Hall of Fame is supposed to be, an exclusive club, and I think he was putting a lot of weight, no pun intended, on the perfect game.
Right.
But I just don't think it does it. I mean, I think the ERA is too high. I mean, how is a 4.13 ERA in the Hall of Fame? I mean, just right there. I mean, right.
That is high, dude.
Yeah.
That is very high.
And Cone's numbers, I'm guessing, would be slightly better.
Really? If you had to guess.
Yeah, I would
Career
think lower
ERA. What do
ERA.
you think?
3.7.
Wow,
3.46.
3.46.
Yeah.
Even better. Looking at that Mets hat on.
Not even 200 wins.
Not even 200 wins.
Not even 3,000 strikeouts.
One-time Cy Young. Yeah, not even
Obviously
3,000
won
strikeouts,
the titles with the Yankees. What,
Mhm.
4 titles?
4-time, 5-time. World
5-time.
Series winner.
Who was the 5th one with? Because he wasn't on the 86 Mets.
No, he was with Kansas
Oh,
City.
he won
then.
with Toronto, I
Toronto.
think. Yes.
Yes. That makes sense.
But, I mean, what's the verdict here?
For Conan Wells,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, the 3,000 strikeouts, I feel like should be kind of like
A barometer. Especially back
Yeah,
then. They were pitching
right?
more innings.
yeah, way more innings. And it's pretty crazy. You think about it. He led the league in strikeouts for back-to-back seasons, 90-91, with the Mets. I mean, I guess not. 17 years. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of tough. I mean, I guess looking at these ERAs, they are pretty low. I don't know, man. I mean, the career ERA at 3.46 is pretty impressive, over 17 years. 5 times you're winning the World Series. I feel like Cone should get in.
Okay. Interesting. I just look at him as like right outside, but
Right.
I get the argument. And I'm just curious, what were the postseason numbers if you go down? You just have go down. It'll have it. Go up a little bit. See how it says playoffs?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
What was the ERA? 3.80.
3.8.
What was the record? 8-3. 8-3. Okay, 3.80. Yeah, but I think it's teetering. I mean, you would say, even if you're saying it belongs in, right? I mean, it's right on the fringe, right?
Mhm. Yeah. No, definitely.
And I know we've mentioned this one before, but if we could just revisit this one more time. Again, we were all saying no Hall of Famer, and he's in, but Mike Messina.
Oh, I feel like we talked about this so many times.
It's been a
dude.
while, but just pull up the numbers one more time.
Okay.
No World Series, no Cy Youngs, 121 win season, 368, 388 with the Yankees. I thought as a Yankee he was slightly disappointing. I don't think the playoff numbers were great either.
Let's see. Playoffs
3-4-2,
7-8. But still, I mean, get 139 and 2/3 innings pitched there.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough, dude. No Cy Young, no MVP, nothing like that. Quite a few Gold Glove years.
No 3,000 Ks.
No 3,000 Ks. Never really leading the league in much. 2,000 innings pitched.
Mhm.
I guess shutouts in 95, but starts in 96. But yeah. Yeah, I guess you could argue not. Yeah, 2,800 Ks.
I mean, it's like, how is that much different than David Cone? I mean, just what? There's more wins, but the ERA is same. Not 3,000 strikeouts,
Well,
right?
it's 0.4 higher. It was almost half a point higher.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that. It's meaning like, how could he be definitively in and then Cone is not? That's what I'm saying.
Well, Cone has 5 World Series.
Right? No, but
Yeah.
but we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, how is Messina in,
Mhm.
but Cone's not even in the conversation?
Yeah,
that doesn't
absolutely.
make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, these it's funny though, because I always do make fun of like the whole history stuff, and I get a little like, but with the Hall of Fame, it is a good conversation, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure Josh B is like drooling right now.
Yeah, there's a ton of comments. Let's catch up on those.
Yep, Ernie mentioned Messina, LMAO. What's Goon talking about? 9-time Gold Glove, 3-time consecutive Silver Slugger, AL batting champion, RBI leader, AL MVP.
Talking about Don.
Talking about Don Mattingly.
Yeah.
I guess 3 consecutive Silver Sluggers. Yeah, super impressive, but he never got the job done. All right, dude, that's a blemish. That's a blemish. Every great Yankee who won a World Series.
Talking about Chiefs Hall of Fame
it
wishes.
seems. Oh, yeah, I guess I could see that. by Chief Standards, Luis and Chili Davis are Hall of Famers. And then what else did I admit? Did Chief say anything?
No, he's not in there. He's not in there.
The poor guy isn't even here, you know?
No, Chief, we love you,
Come
dude.
on.
We love you. I love your Yankee conversations. But just, we can't put everybody in the hall. That's all I'm saying. CF Daily, though. CF Daily.
Thanks for giving me something to do in Spanish class,
Good
guys.
to have you back in here with us.
Yeah. Nosotros.
Also, Goon ads, we do not let the Mets fan
La
besmirch
Roja.
the name of Don Mattingly, let alone our own Don belongs to Cooperstown. But again,
All right, take it easy, Goon. Honestly,
but
dude.
you have to have perspective here, Goon.
Yeah.
And everybody, I'm always like the poster child for, Yankees everything, like blinders, all this stuff.
Blinders.
I must have just named 6 people that are Yankees that I'm saying, aren't in the Hall of Fame. So it's like you have to have perspective. There's difference between a perennial All-Star and a Hall of Famer. If we just put every 5, 6-time All-Star in the Hall of Fame, like I said, how many buildings are you gonna add?
Yeah, Goon.
It's just it gets a little crazy.
A little crazy, dude.
So that's kind of just that's just kind of where I'm at. But we inch closer and closer to spring training.
That's right.
I know I asked you this yesterday, but obviously, after this Robert news and the fact that it seems like Bellinger's not going now, does it seem like Bellinger's going to the Yankees to you or no? I know it changes.
That's what they say, right?
But I mean, how are you? Like, what are you thinking?
What do I think? I
Yeah.
mean, it seems like it is going to happen. Yeah,
The
based on what
Yankees.
people are
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
I want that to happen? No, I don't. I'd rather
Yeah.
him go to the Mets. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, and I would
So-
rather him go to the Mets.
Good. Like, you should call your boy. Like, let's go.
And then also, I can make an argument for Don Mattingly over Pettit, A-Rod, and Clemens. That played clean. But again, I think that, and listen, I'm not like arguing that he didn't play clean, but he didn't come anywhere near those guys' numbers. Plus, the Hall of Fame is very inconsistent. Pudge,
It's all
and the
fucked.
biggest one is Ortiz. David Ortiz is the biggest fraud, I think, in Major League Baseball history.
Yeah.
So apparent that he did steroids. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, it's Big Papi. He's so funny. We love him, and it's just like, well, like he did a lot of stuff wrong. Not to mention the PEDs, but I mean, he got shot because he like messed around with one of the cartel's wives in the Dominican Republic.
But it was stabbed, right?
Yeah,
It was stabbed.
yeah. I mean, either way, I mean, that's not good stuff, Tony. That's not a good guy, So
No, it's not.
the messages are so mixed, and he says we can't agree on that. David Ortiz cheated. So, yeah,
They say.
that's that's really what.
Sort of Pettit.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
and that's why. I mean, there's no arguing my point that but I just think it should be consistent. That's all.
Yes. Which is not.
Which is
consistent.
not. Which is not.
Which is not good.
Which is a problem. I guess I guess just if you want to just go quickly to the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. This think to do that.
Gonna run for it, he got it, and there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones through the end zone, touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford, Williams. What a hit by Buda Baker. Buda Baker just saved a touchdown.
No,
Couple
stop,
things here.
stop,
Couple
stop,
things here.
Stop.
Piazza, was there ever I don't think he wasn't on the
No.
Mitchell report, right?
No.
I know that. No, but I know that was like a rumor, but it wasn't like he was on some list.
No,
is
he
what
was
I'm
not on
saying.
any list.
And then also David Ortiz never cheated. Jeremy said the Mitchell report, CF Daily. Have you seen that one?
The Mitchell report.
Been around for 23 years.
1, 2, 3.
Ortiz's
Wow.
name was ever. It was. Look it up. Google it. As Signetti would say, Google me. And then he says, we know Piazza did it. And what's the other thing he says?
No,
right?
he doesn't know.
Come
He says,
on.
come on.
We don't know that, though.
No.
But obviously that's been a rumor. So nothing crazy with the NFL just yet. But the biggest news of yesterday, Mike McDaniel hired as the Chargers offensive coordinator. We had mentioned him in play possibly for the Titans with Saleh.
Right.
He joins Harbaugh with the Chargers. I don't know about you, Tony, but I think this could be the best assistant coach hire of the offseason. I mean, a home run for the Chargers here.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, when I saw that headline, I thought that was kind of crazy, to be honest. I mean, I feel like that's exactly what Herbert needs. You know, is a great offensive mind like him. I mean, the past few days, I mean, Rick and Dave talked about. I think some, you know, I heard Greeny or whoever else on ESPN too, talk about like how this, you know, when you walk into a room with McDaniel, like just the way his offensive mind works is unlike really any other coach out there. So it's like, this guy should bring a massive improvement to their offense, which is what they desperately need, because they scored 3 points
in the playoff game. Against New England, 19-3.
Yeah. So like come on, you know, that's great, dude.
And it is kind of interesting though. So I guess technically, you know, he's still in play though for the Ravens, and it was one other job. I don't know, because I know he took himself out of the conversation for the Browns job. But I don't know if it was the Steelers or what's the other opening here. I'm just looking at other openings. It was definitely the Ravens, and so Tennessee's not open, Colts isn't open. Maybe the Raiders. I think it was the Raiders, the Ravens and the Raiders. So I guess he could still go to those teams. But what do you think? Because, I mean, obviously he's thought about highly. But with those jobs, like, do you think, though, he's still better off just sticking as the OC of the Chargers? Or do you think if he really was offered the Baltimore job, you know, with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, that he should take that one?
Take that one.
Because you never know when the head coach opportunities are going to dry up.
Right.
You know, like Brian Schottenheimer, who's the Cowboys coach now, went 15 years after he was a hot candidate because he turned a couple down. So you never know when that dries up. But that'll be interesting. I don't know if Baltimore wants to bring him in, but that's something that's been talked about. So we'll have to keep a mindful eye out for that.
Yes.
And then did you see the whole thing with your boy, Baker Mayfield, going after his former head coach?
I did not see that, dude.
So there was some tweet about how, you know, Stefanski got a raw deal because, you know, he had two bust quarterbacks in Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson. This is what it was. So this D Orlando AJC on Twitter, Falcons Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started the chain of reaction to 11 other starters. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. So Baker tweets back, "Failed is quite the reach, pal. Still waiting on a text call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage.
Wow.
Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach." What do you think about that? I mean, Baker's never been outspoken, but I mean, what do you think about
before? I mean, that's great from Baker. I feel right, fiery. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Would you put your Super Bowl future on like just 10 on the Bucks? Or?
Oh yeah, easily 15.
But no, honestly, I love it because I'm always talking about how not everybody needs to sing "Kumbaya,"
right?
And the fact that we get that matchup,
hell yeah,
you know, twice a year.
Let's go.
I think that's going to be fun. So, you know, still a lot of vacancies to be filled.
Baker's fucking fired up, boy.
You know, one of those in not as a head coach, but defensive coordinator for the Jets. You know, they've talked about Wink Martindale possibly, and I think former Jet safety Jim Leonard. So we'll see if that comes, to fruition. Packers releasing Trayvon Diggs, the former Pro Bowl cornerback for the Cowboys. So he ends up going 2 games. They want to guarantee his salary for this year. So we'll see where he resurfaces. And that's really it for right now. But obviously, we on Friday. We will have our previews of Championship Sunday. Kind of crazy. I know it falls in line with like the Week 18 and stuff, but isn't it kind of crazy that it's Championship Sunday?
Yeah, dude, it is actually ridiculous. Week 18, dude. Yeah, I really can't believe it. Before we know it, there's gonna be no football.
Yeah, exactly.
The Super Bowl, dude.
But then baseball will be here.
Dude, did you hear that next year the Super Bowl falls on Valentine's Day?
No. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you better I don't know, figure it out.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. Trying to think too. Next year, Super Bowl is it back in Los Angeles?
Oh, is it?
Super Bowl 61? I'm pretty sure.
Where is Super Bowl 61?
61.
Come on now.
Yep,
So
back in LA.
dude.
So-
That'd be a nice Valentine's Day trip to LA, or in that case, Inglewood.
No, but that's obviously, a great spot. It was crazy that they went back so quick. Only a 5-year. Usually it's like
Hiatus.
9 or 10 or longer than that. But kind of interesting. But
Yeah, very interesting.
We'll
dude.
talk about the picks on Friday. One more thing. Any difference in opinion for you with our pick? Is it
No.
or do you think nothing is going to change?
Nothing
that?
is going to change that.
You
dude.
don't bet.
It's ridiculous.
You don't take you don't pass on an opportunity to bet against a backup quarterback.
Yeah, you don't. And I don't care. I was talking to Riley about it yesterday, dude.
Was he making the Foles comparison or no?
No. Who do they lose to? What backup QB do they lose to?
Nick Foles in the Super Bowl.
No. It was against Denver. In Denver. Or they lost to some shitty quarterback in Denver. It wasn't a
This
backup.
year?
Then. No. Like way back in the playoffs with Tom Brady.
Brock Osweiler?
Brock Osweiler. That's who they fucking lost to.
But I think Peyton came off the bench or that's
But that's what Riley kept talking about, dude.
Okay.
We already lost one game in Denver.
That was so
He's about
long
the
ago.
altitude.
so long ago. It was like 9 years ago.
9 years ago. Well, he was
10
like,
years
oh, like
ago.
Tom Brady. Like, oh my God, dude. But I was like, dude, different team, different time. Like these people know about the altitude now. Like, like science has come so far.
You think he's full of shit?
I think he is full of shit. He's trying to downplay it so he doesn't feel like, he feels happier when it's like, oh my God, they're winning. Like, that's what I told him. He's so full of it. Full of it, dude.
Yeah. No, really. The pompous Boston fans.
Unbelievable.
But before we move on, let's catch up on the comments. What do we got here?
Yes, of course, dude. Let's see. Boom, ba, da, bang, da, bang. My mother says, hi, fellas.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Mom. Stoked for the raviolis this weekend. Can't
Nice.
wait,
No, I forgot.
dude.
You said you're going home, but was there anything specific or is it for the raviolis?
My brother's birthday.
brother's birthday.
Yes.
Okay.
Raviolis are his favorite.
So that's the birthday dinner, the raviolis.
That's the birthday dinner. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Cheesecake or
I don't know if maybe a birthday cake. My
birthday
brother loves funfetti cake, but knowing my mother, maybe like an ice cream cake with the Oreo crunchies in there too.
unbelievable, the kitchen over there. Really, really is. On Acorn
Yeah.
Street. Lane or Street?
Street. It's
Street.
street. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's so funny. And then CF Daily in here says Bruins Rangers both lost last night to my demise with the picks, by the way. Absolutely.
It's tank for McKenna.
It's ridiculous, dude. It really is. Go for McKenna. Absolutely. Speaking of that, gotta go now, says CF. Glad to stop by for a bit. Hopefully, I'll tune in tomorrow. Good luck in Spanish class.
Yes, good luck in Spanish.
Yes.
I think I made it up to Spanish 3 or 4.
Good, very good.
Remember very little right now. But yeah, no, we love having CF Daily here. So yeah, definitely come back tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good work,
And then,
guys. Yeah, appreciate it.
Joey G. Wood says, I love that energy from Baker. And he says, next year's Super Bowl is going to be wild. The girls can't handle it,
Have
he says.
you got Joey to be a little more interested in sports? Because I know he's always said he's not a sports guy, but
Yeah, definitely. He'll kind of latch on to certain aspects or players. Dude, Puka Nacua, dude. He did enjoy Puka Nacua.
Okay.
That's for sure. And we definitely watches way more sports.
Because
living with me.
you,
Yeah. And then Ernie says that with his terrible education and shit job, I can still recognize a good deal when I see one, baby.
Ernie's our guy.
Patriots.
Ernie's our
Yeah,
guy.
definitely.
And let's go Yanks, Ernie.
And then Goon says, no Bo Nix, no Broncos win. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Super
why we're
Bowl
taking him.
belongs to the NFC this year, he says.
Yes, and I really, really hope that it's Stafford riding off into the sunset. I really do.
That
He
would be
deserves
nice.
it.
No, he does deserve it. So does McVay. Absolutely. And so does Puka Nacua.
There we go. There we go.
Even though a lot of people don't really like him now. But also my mother says, what about the snowstorm? Which I am not aware of.
Oh, no, literally. But the app is crazy, but I swear I looked this morning, and it was like between Sunday into Monday morning, they're forecasting like 17 inches, which
Wait,
is not going to
really?
be 17 inches.
17 inches?
But I have I have a feeling the commute for you back here might be slightly compromised.
Oh man,
I might have to
dude.
produce on Monday.
Slightly compromised. I am compromised. Oh, dude, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I have to come back Sunday night. Obviously, I wonder.
But
what
I
it's
think you
gonna be
can't.
like.
I mean, look at the forecast.
That's gonna be the Sunday night.
Right now, what does it say on your phone? Because I don't know. I feel like everybody's phone says different
My
stuff.
phone says a 90% chance of snow on
But
Sunday.
usually it has like the down below, like the inches of snow.
Yeah, I'm trying
like
to
the
see,
bottom
dude.
left.
The bottom left. Sundays will be low 6 between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. High between 22 after 11 p.m. Temperature will feel like -2. Wind, interesting. Snow 14 to 17 inches.
But it's just like, it's not going to snow 14 to 17 inches. Like, why do they put that stuff out there? You know?
to make my mother freak out.
It might
dude.
snow 9, but that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
I got class on Monday, dude. Well, maybe they'll cancel class. That'd be nice.
But what's like? What would you even do in that scenario? Like, just try to leave early on Monday?
I would have to cancel if I'm stuck on Staten Island. How am I gonna get back? Right?
Yeah. Because I just feel like no matter what you would imagine, that it's still gonna snow like, I don't know, 7 inches. Like, right? Like, it's
Right.
gonna be.
I mean, like,
something.
if I'm leaving Staten Island and it's like a Sunday night and I'm obviously going over highways, like I'm not
Oh,
worried
right,
about
right,
that.
right,
You
right.
know, like as long as it's not like crazy.
Well, your
or
mother has to
a
sign
cu-
off on it.
Oh my God, yeah, no, absolutely not, dude. If that was the case.
What else we got? What else
all right,
we got?
we got a lot coming in here. I guess Jay Bird says Stiddy might be the
Steve might
guy.
be the guy.
And then Goon says, I'm sorry, but the Super Bowl belongs to Sam Darnold, he says. Sam Darnold will be the first QB from 2018 to win the Super Bowl out of Lamar.
I will believe
Josh,
it when I
etc.
see it. I will believe
Wow.
that when I see it.
Jets might pick him up
Talking
depending
about
how
Stidham.
Sunday goes.
No, and Jay, I've
Stop.
talked about this. Dave and Rick were doing it again this morning on their show. It's like the wasted time that they talk about this stuff. But like, who's going to be the bridge quarterback next year? It doesn't matter because you're not winning anything. It matters what guy you're going to take in the draft.
That's right.
Like, just so the dramatization of the bridge quarterback.
Dramatization.
No patience for it.
No patience. None. Ernie says Sam Darnold for the Super Bowl win, which is pretty crazy, dude, that people are hopping on that train.
Well, I think they have the best team, but he's the
do.
biggest weakness.
Dude, if he wins the Super Bowl, that'd be crazy.
Crazy.
Ernie says it's the Nor'easter.
That, Ernie, would be a nor'easter.
And then Jay Bird jokingly says more like a snoreaster. Joey G Wood excited that we're gonna get blasted, he said, with some snow, I hope. And then Goon says put some chains on the tire, rub some dirt in it, Anthony. You got this. Yeah, I'll be fine. We used to have worse snow as a kid. That's facts.
Yes.
Although 14 to 17 inches would be kind of crazy. And then Jay Bird says stuck on Staten Island is a great name for my memoirs.
Yes.
And then let's see. Ernie says anything that's between above the ankle and below the knee is nuts, Barnes. What the fuck?
I don't get why he said that.
Like for the snow?
But when did I didn't say that.
He says ask a Bella Danger about the difference between 9 and 14 inches.
Yeah, but I didn't say any of the stuff you're saying it, Ernie.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Goon says stuck on Staten Island is like a free horror Tubi movie. Yeah, there it is, Ernie, same deal. Stuck on Staten Island. I think it's a nightmare phobia of mine. You'd be so fucking lucky, Ernie.
Wow. Gotta love the interaction today.
Yeah.
But let's move it along. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rink Washington made the full split save. Are you kidding me? Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs and they score. Filthy. David Pastrnak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. And also Goon ads here. I'm in Brooklyn. I've won the borough battle.
No, you haven't.
The Rangers lose again, Tony. Tank for McKenna watch is fully on here. 4-3 of the Kings last night. I actually watched half of the first period. And I did see the JT Miller goal from Zibanejad.
That was sick.
That was nice. But it's just like, I don't know. I haven't been, I guess you want to say tail end of last year, sure, but they were still in it to the very end. I've only been a Ranger fan for, I think this is like the 5th season, whatever it is. But I haven't been in the spot before where I know it's over. I know they're trading off a lot of guys. So like it feels like the nightly result doesn't matter. It feels like the most important thing is the guys that are on the team that are going to be with us for the long term, rather than the near term, just them producing well, right? I mean, the wins really, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter because there's no way they're going to make the playoffs. I think there's a dead 0%.
I mean, listen, you're dead zero in the fucking conference, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What was I looking at? Oh, NHL trade deadline. When is that?
February, or is it March? Might be March.
I think it
Early
is
March. March 3rd.
March 3rd. I just throwing dates out there. March.
Close.
6th.
Close.
Yeah, dude, and I don't know, man. Again, to kind of go into your point of like the day-to-day outcomes don't really matter. It just feels like that, the Rangers are just like stranded in the ocean right now, and every team is a shark ready to just pick off, players that we want to trade and gut us. I mean, that's what they want. I mean, players, teams are gonna be interested in Trocheck. Teams are gonna be interested in Panarin. Everyone's really talking about where the players are going. I know some guys were mentioned. I think Zibanejad, Trocheck. These guys have expressed a want to stay. But yeah, I mean, to your point, it is like it's almost like get ready for next season. It seems as you now are 3 games under 500. It's a 23, 26, and 7 or whatever it is. It does seem like that this playoff run, contention in the playoffs is now kind of drifting further and further out of hand, further and further. Yeah, 48 points on the season, dude. It does put you dead last in the Eastern Conference. 3 points below the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I mean, like, you want to talk about like rock bottom. I mean, that is it. One of the worst point differentials in the league, dude.
Yeah. But I don't know. One thing I'm excited about the trades, who's going to come along, and I hope we make some soon because it just gives you more time to get these guys acclimated, get some chemistry going. That's what we got to look at this season as. And you saw Will Cooley, who's one of our better young players, score last night. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Scott Morrow having his first goal as a Ranger. You
Love
like
that.
to see that. But obviously Perreault. We want to see Gabe Perreault, do some more. And I think that will only happen more, with Panarin being dealt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I guess as a fan, you could say it's somewhat uplifting, thinking about that now.
Cause I've always just had, that's why I'm so set on, I want to see Jones and Dominguez. I just give me younger players that we can build around and that are going to be there for a while. Like, there's nothing more exciting as a fan, no matter what sport, what team we're talking about, building blocks. That's what the Rangers need, and I think they've lacked that for quite some time. A lot of older players. So it would be nice to bring in some new energy. I think that's a positive thing.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. We do have, I think 6-7 more comments here.
Yes, Joey wants to know if we did see Abella Danger spotted at the sports game. Yes, we talked about it yesterday, Joey.
Ridiculous. I talked about it yesterday, though. I already said, right?
Yeah.
That it's just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
The outrage
dude.
of the whole thing.
The parents.
They need to put a paper bag over her head. Like, you can't see her. Like, come on. Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Like, the kids don't know.
Yeah.
And then
Charade. It's a charade.
Yeah, it is. Charade. A charade. Ernie says Staten Island isn't a borough. Other boroughs don't claim it. LMAO, only SI we acknowledge is Sports Illustrated. Ernie, you're really showing that lack of an education right now.
You should have said, didn't Sports Illustrated at one point file for bankruptcy?
They did, and they were bought out by some fucking bumblefuck soccer
keep 'em
company. Yeah.
To keep them alive.
Yeah. Live to die another day, Ernie. And then Goon says, brother, only 5 seasons. Come to the Islanders. 5 seasons of nothing. We're Yankee fans. We can piss out 5 seasons. Come on, you great in orange and blue. You owe no loyalty to the Rangers.
Yeah, I'm just not. I don't switch teams. That's the thing. And that was on the table. It was on the table. But listen, it's been tough. It's been a tough 5 years, honestly, because there's been some highs and now we're at the low point. But eventually it's going to turn around. And listen, I mean, the Islanders are ahead of schedule compared to us. is what it is. You gotta just
Still
make
on
the
the table,
best
he
of it.
says.
Sorokin could be
dude.
your new goalie. So yeah, it is what it is. So we'll see what the Rangers decide to do. Did I go 2-4 last night or 3-3? Something like
I
that?
did not go over the scores because I know I did really bad, so I didn't even fucking
Because I
bother,
didn't
dude.
hit with Edmonton. I think I had the over, so that's 0-2.
You had Tampa in the over. That's 1-1.
And I think Buffalo in the over. Is
Buffalo
2-0.
in the over. That's 2-0.
So 3-3 because I had Edmonton in the over.
Edmonton in the over 0-2.
Right? Yeah, so 3-3.
So it's 3-3.
Okay, and then how about?
And then I hit Boston with the under, which is the 0-2. This is bad. Rangers over. All right, it's not too bad. Then 1-1. Minnesota in the over. Oh, another 1-1. 2-4.
Okay, so I take the lead back.
You take it back. So that's 30 and 20. Sorry, no. Yeah, 30 and 20. Hold on, stand by. 30 and 30 for me, I guess, huh? Oh, look at
Okay,
that, dude.
and I'm 32 and 28. No, 31 and
31 and
29.
29. Dude,
Okay.
for Brian.
And then we could strike up the music and do a Wednesday edition of the Frozen Frenzy. And Tony batting leadoff.
Right, because you left me
The Rangers.
the Rangers. It's no. I batted.
You tell. I don't know why I always mess this up, but
No, I did bat lead off because you ended.
Okay, so it is
You
mine. It is
ended.
me.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So up first here, I'm gonna make it nice and easy, and I know they had just lost to the Predators. But give me the Avalanche over the Ducks. Not big on the Ducks anymore. They had a good start to the season. Obviously, they just beat the Rangers. But I think Avalanche far better. Ducks under 500 on the road. Avalanche that one regulation loss at home. I think this is an Avalanche in the over. Let's say 5-3. Give me Cale Makar and Brock Nelson
really
each
good.
with a point.
He's really good, dudes. All right, so my first game here, just looking around the league, not many games, I guess. Was that 6 games or so? Actually, 3 apiece here. Pretty interesting to see an obvious winner. I mean, I guess you could say the Mammoth, I suppose. Mammoth is a team, Brian, that we've talked about. Dylan Gunther, 23 goals in the season, 4 power plays, 160 shots on goal, leading the team, feeding that boy the puck. You better bet your bottom dollar he's on the score sheet tonight, Brian. Maybe even 2 points. Goal and assist for him. Flyers, like you've been saying all year long, fraudulent teams. They're plus money here on the road for a reason. Mammoth, 14-7-2 in Utah. You got to love to see that. Getting their identity back. Looking to make this their 4th win in a row. They've outscored their last 3 opponents. What is that? 14-5, Brian. They're keeping the good times rolling. Give me Utah and the over here. They win 5-2.
All right. So I am going to go to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and go with the Pittsburgh Penguins here on the road. Last time these two teams played 11 days ago, Flames won 2-1. But I like the hockey that the Penguins are playing this year. Much improved, and Sidney Crosby, really has found the fountain of youth, and it seems like getting rid of Mike Sullivan has worked out, and maybe Skinner in for Jari as well is a good thing. So I think Pittsburgh easily here. Give me Ricky Raquel with a goal and assist. Sid the Kid with a point. And I'm going to say the Penguins, this feels like a 3-2 victory. So give me the Penguins and the under.
Pittsburgh with the under. That's a great dog to take, dude. Love that pick right there, Brian. Let's see. Kind of messed me up a little bit. I was going to pick that, but it doesn't really matter, dude. Because I guess I'll take a pick out of Brian's plate, but probably already knows where I'm going here.
Seattle.
Let's go to Seattle, baby. The Climate Pledge Arena. Not to be
Goon's
confused.
ears perching up.
Perching up right now. Islanders coming in here at -115 on the money line. Over under is a low 5.5. Sorokin with 5 shutouts on the season. That's got to be like first, right? Yeah, leading the league, dude. And why not? Let's get his 6 tonight. Kraken have lost 4 in a row. Gonna make it 5 here. Islanders winning 3 of their last 5. Beating Minnesota in overtime. Vancouver taking care of business. Shutting out Edmonton earlier this week. Islanders win this game, I'd say by a little bit more. I would say 3-0. Sorokin dialed.
All right. So that leaves me third game, final game. And I'm going to go to Vancouver. The Canucks are on quite the losing streak. I just faded them last time and it worked. I just want to verify this. So they have lost 11 in a row, and I think it's going to be 12. Washington, solid team, nothing crazy this year. Not as good as they were last year. 24-20. And they've lost 4 out of 5. But it feels like Tom Wilson, by the way, might be back tonight, which would be big. But Ovechkin's due to get going. I'm going to say he's got 2 goals and an assist. I think Washington's tight. They don't like the way they've been playing. I think they blow out Vancouver. I'm going to say 6-2. So give me Vancouver and the over. And also give me the grizzled vet, John Carlson, with a point. Renee out in the hallway waving to us. We love Renee. Washington, the over.
All right. I guess my third and final here, leaving him with 1 game. You're with Red Wings Maple Leafs, dude. Pretty interesting here. I know a team I always try to avoid betting, at least having involved in my bets, is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Red Wings, John Pollock, pretty high right now. Winners of 4 of their last 5. Only loss came to a 3-0 shutout in the TD Garden. I guess, classic red versus blue. Give me the Red Wings here. Why not, dude? They're hot right now. I mentioned that. Lucas Raymond, 53 points on the season. That would also lead the Maple Leafs. How about that, Brian? John Gibson having a great year as well. 274 goals against. Save percentage, 902. Maple Leafs, I think, are due to get shut out. Why not, dude? Detroit, by the way, looking to sweep the regular season series here. Go 4-0. I'm going to give it to them. Emphatic 2-0 shutout. Raymond, DeBrincat, your 2 goal scorers. Gibson, 4th of the year. Coming for Sorokin, leading the league in shutouts. Give me Detroit and the under.
And just like that, that's your frozen frenzy here on a Wednesday. What happened?
No, nothing.
Picks? All good? All good?
All good. No, don't worry about the picks, dude. It's not the picks. Picks are all locked in.
Let's get the music back up.
Yes, Immaculate Grid time.
And the Immaculate Grid. And I actually have several good ones here.
Let's do it, dude.
To kind of get us moving and grooving. So let's go Angels, Dodgers, Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard. Here we go. Noah Syndergaard, I like that one. That fucking crybaby guy. Bang, 2%.
Dead nuts, Kenley Jansen.
Kenley Jansen. Great call. 2%.
Right below him, Hideki Matsui.
Hideki Matsui.
Tigers, Dodgers, David Price.
David Price, classic guy. Went to the Dodgers, didn't do anything.
Classic. And then let me see. So that was kind of just off the rip, real quick. I did. But anything coming to mind?
Yeah, dude. Tigers, Braves. Sacred Heart's very own
Zach
Short.
There we go.
There we go, baby. I mean, Brewers, Dodgers, like Zach Greinke.
But I think there's better.
Brewers, Braves. You can do Donaldson. You can do Dallas Keuchel. No.
No, just Ernie sent some like troll.
What like Ernie's not here. I'm gonna do Dallas Keuchel. Dallas Keuchel.
No, because you know what it was? It seemed like Bellinger was signed with the Mets. That's why I was looking at
That would be great, dude. But Ernie doesn't do that, dude.
No, I know. My bad. All right, let's see.
G-Man Choi? G-Man Choi?
Yes, G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi.
Okay.
Did Hideo Nomo ever pitch for the Brewers? He pitched for the Dodgers. Pitched for the Mets.
I don't think he pitched for the Brewers.
I think he even pitched for Tampa, to be honest, maybe.
Oh, he did. You're right. 1%.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, dude.
All right, so
wow.
Tigers, Rays, Edwin Jackson.
Japanese
Done.
flavor. Edwin Jackson, baby.
Edwin Jackson is the GOAT of grids.
Bang! 6% for a
22.
To the grid for the
right.
gridiron. The gridiron.
And then Ernie also in our chat says, Tony Pony, relax.
Now, you wouldn't do that, dude. You wouldn't do that.
He does not want to hear it right now. That is for sure. As we go to football here, and right away, we can go Bucks and Cardinals. Thomas Jones.
Tom Jones. Not to be confused
Jones.
with the singer.
I wonder if he's ever been called Tom Jones.
Bucks Cardinals?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would imagine so, right?
I mean, you'd think.
At some point.
Right.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Maybe even a TJ mixed in there.
A TJ. Okay.
Oh, my
let's see.
gosh.
So for the rushing yards here, let's go with, let me just see. So for the Chargers, I'm going to say for the Chargers, go Michael Turner.
Michael Turner. Where do you go to college?
Where did he go?
Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois. That's right.
From
Okay.
Illinois.
Let's see here. I'm thinking I have one here for the Browns. No. Okay, don't. Obviously Nick Chubb would be too high. I'm just trying to think about other guys that they've brought in. We might have to come back to that one. The Cardinals, I don't know if James Conner will be too high. Let me just see here. I'm also trying to think who was the main back this year for the Cardinals. Any remembrance there as far as you're concerned, Tony?
Negative, dude. Cardinals main running back.
Let's see here. Bucks, Browns. I think we can go Trent Dilfer. Is that going to be high? No, 1%. Dead nuts.
Dead nuts. Trent Dilfer.
Okay.
1.
I would imagine that
Fresno
Vincent
State.
Jackson is high for Chargers, Bucks. Let me just see here. Yeah, 72%. Okay. Let's see. And then Browns, Vikings. I don't think Tyler Conklin. Jeez, the Cards. I don't remember who filled in after Connor got hurt.
James Conner?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's probably going to be high, but you want to just go. Thomas Jones would have been good there. You want to just go Edgerrin James, I guess.
For
5,000 rushing yards for the Cardinals.
Cards. Yeah. Edgerrin.
So it's EG. Oh yeah, either way. Yeah.
There it is. Edgerrin James.
Okay. I mean, 33% was Connor.
Not bad, dude.
Browns, besides Chubb, just trying to think of like
way back in the day,
or veteran backs that they've brought in. And I thought Drones or Hillis had done it. And Chubb is $1 million. I'm sure Jim Brown is $1 million as well. Willis McGahee. He played on the Browns. Oh, wow. That is one that I did not have on my bingo card, but great. That's why Josh is the best.
0.8. That's why Josh is the best.
Oh, we could do Josh Dobbs for the Cardinals Vikings. Joshua.
Bastard. 12%.
Okay.
Joshua Dobbs.
Vikings Browns. Keenum is high.
Case Keenum.
I'm just trying to think about other players. Yeah, I don't think Conklin. And then Bucks Chargers as well. Bucks Chargers. Other receivers. Quarterbacks. Not Doug Flutie. I don't think Brad Johnson. Other quarterbacks. Dobbs was actually on the Browns too. Josh Freeman wasn't. Andy Dalton, no. This is an interesting one.
Andy Dalton.
Tyler Conklin.
Nick
Chargers,
Mullins
Browns.
says Vikings, Browns.
Yeah, let's do that one, and then you could do Tyler Conklin underneath there.
Tyler Conklin.
Yep, former Jet.
Nice, dude.
Former New York
Tight end,
Jet.
dude. Jet up.
All right.
Bucks Chargers. Vincent Jackson probably high.
It is high. It is high, Josh.
Jackson.
So I guess if you want to look that one up, I'll try to think of it in the short term, near term.
In the short term, far term, near term, Bucks.
Just trying to think about other guys.
Vincent Jackson. A couple rushers here. A couple receivers. No quarterbacks.
Not Warwick Dunn.
All right, this is a guy who's a running back. You may know him. First round pick to the Vikings in 2001. 27th overall.
What college? He says Keenan McCardell. There he goes.
Out of Wisconsin.
Let's go with McCardell. Who was this?
Michael Bennett.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do remember him. Not to be confused with the other Michael Bennett.
That's because of the other Michael Bennett. Lorenzo Neal also.
Do Lorenzo Neal. That's going to be lower.
Wow, dude. Ernie over Josh.
Josh will tell you,
Ernie
fullbacks is like
Josh.
doing a punter on a grid. Short of Mike Allstott. Not going to be high. 3%. Very good, Ernie.
3%, dude.
47.
47% as we head to the hardwood.
Head to the hardwood. The
Knicks
are
the Knicks,
in.
the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Sam Castle.
Nuggets, Knicks. Timothy Mozgov.
Timothy. Is it Tim?
Timofey.
Oh, Timofey. Oh, no, dude.
Next to him, DeAndre Jordan.
4%.
There we go. Okay, the one steal per game. I would imagine this is going to be Stephon Marbury. Yes, Stephon Marbury.
3%.
Okay, and then we go to the steal per game for the Suns. We could go Chris Paul.
11%.
Okay, and then we go to the Pelicans, and we can go Drew Holiday.
Pelicans, Drew Holiday.
Throw Josh B a bone with the Paul Silas.
Paul Silas, Nuggets, Suns. Throw him a bone, dude.
And speaking of throwing a bone, I see that JD's here. Always good to have him with us, but he says that he missed the Mets talk. A golf pick. Yes, we're going to do the golf preview at the end.
Didn't miss the golf yet, but missed the Mets talk.
Stay tuned for that. But yes.
Let's talk more Mets, though.
It's not just me, JD. Tony didn't love the Robert deal, so just so you know. But you wind it back.
I don't think
anything you want to add? Anything you want to add?
As they say it is. I don't know. I wasn't there yesterday. I wasn't a part of
it. The politician that Tony is. That is why we love him. Okay. Let's see here. So, Sixers, Pelicans, Sixers, Sun. Obviously, Chuck Barkley. Trying to think about other guys. I don't think Gortat.
Pelicans, Sixers, Mo
Bamba. Let's do that one.
What is like
And what I would say to that, JD, I want to show the show me a JDL, and I will show you a Barnes L. And by the way, I'll say it out right now. I was very high on Austin Wells last year. I can confidently say not only was I wrong, but that he sucks ass.
wow.
Anyway, moving along. All right, so Nuggets, Suns. Just trying to think back to that team that went to the NBA Finals. No Sean Marion. I don't think Gortat was on the Sixers. Just trying to think about other journeymen. I don't think Caldwell Pope either. But I don't.
James Posey, Nuggets, Pelicans.
Let's do it.
3%.
Okay, so 76ers, Suns. Every day of your life, JD. Every day. With the pecan pie. How about that?
Yeah,
There's the W.
Yeah, where's the fucking
where's
pie,
our
dude?
pie?
Where's the
You
pie,
stole our pie,
dude?
JD. I guess look up.
Mario Ellie, Sixers, Suns.
Wow. Wait, I just want to see something.
Mario. What do you want to see?
I guess that's going to be lower. I had Cameron Payne at 3, but what's this? We'll go with this.
0.03.
There we go. Who did that? Was that Ernie?
That was Josh B, I thought.
Oh, Josh B.
Wow, it's so
Josh
funny how you
B.
thought it was Ernie immediately.
All right, so we go to the hockey. Maybe JD can help us with this. Get a
That actually would be nice, dude.
JDW. That's how you get a W.
Oh, shit,
is that
dude.
Switzerland?
No, that's...
Finland?
Is it Finland? I think it is.
Go
It
to
is
it.
Finland. Oh, I can click it? Oh, yeah, players born in
Finland,
Finland. Okay,
Finland,
great. Yeah, it is Finland.
Finland.
All right. So Finland, that's not that bad.
20-goal seasons.
Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi? How the fuck do you spell that? His name is like Jesperi. Kotkaniemi, 11%. I'll take it, dude.
Okay.
And I guess maybe 20 goals, we can do Aho. Aho is also from Finland.
Okay.
It's got to be this Aho. Yeah, 2026. There we go. 5%. All right, not bad.
Buchnevich is 2% for the
Pavel
Blues.
Buchnevich?
No, for the
Wait,
Blues.
wait,
For the Blues, 20 goals. 2%.
Fucking whoa, dude.
There's your W, JD. There's your W.
Pavel Buchnevich.
Anything
Oh,
for-
there we go. All right. Wait, what was that?
Lundqvist, he's just getting
Oh,
around.
I thought you meant like JD said it.
No.
Like, that's why I was
I'm just trying to get him jacked up.
Oh, god damn it, dude.
God damn it.
I guess we can do Giroux, Claude Giroux.
Let's do
for,
it, Mr. Giroux.
People I feel like maybe will underthink. Yeah, 4%. Not bad. Dude. Not bad. How about this, dude? The guy who came in for an injured Darcy Kemper against the Rangers last night. Pitching shutouts for the Hurricanes.
Anton
Forsberg. And for the Senators. Bang. They were talking about him last night. Actually, I guess he played for Columbus, too. They said. Which I guess we could have used that. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Ottawa was always tough in general.
A little tough.
Little tough, dude.
Well, JD taking the L, says Finland. Yeah, Monagi.
No. Come on,
But there's
man.
other matchups, JD. It's not just Finland.
Brassard? Did Brassard play for Columbus?
Or Rick Nash.
Rick Nash played for Columbus, but not for Ottawa. He played for the Rangers, Columbus. He played for Boston.
How do you spell Derek? Oh, okay. It's this one. Let's see.
Brassard?
Brassard, yes, 10%.
For Columbus? Yeah, all right, cool, dude. And then next to him, I think we'll do the favorite Michael Del Zotto.
And JD also says this game I'm not good at. I mean, I could see hockey, JD, but I feel like you would be good at football and baseball, I would guess. But you also do a lot of hockey trivia. I'm not hockey, but NBA trivia. So maybe it's just the hockey. Hockey's tough for everybody. Tony's the only one that's good at hockey.
It still is fucking tough, dude.
Yeah,
like,
and it's still tough. Yeah.
Dude.
Blues Hurricanes.
Yeah, Blues Hurricanes. We have to look this one up, dude. There's obviously somebody you think Hurricanes, long-standing, between them and the Whalers. And the
There's a
Blues
Hall of
have been-
Famer who was on. There's two Hall of Famers that I've heard of. One was a stout.
Brendan Shanahan.
That is one of them, yes.
Yeah, all right.
The other one was Chris Pronger.
Chris Pronger. Interesting.
I wonder if Pronger's better.
I would think Pronger would be better, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe sometimes people don't think of Shanahan because he was on the Whalers.
You would know better than me.
Oh!
I feel like actually I can do it right
try
now.
Pronger?
This is
Fuck.
gonna be tough for you here. Okay, let's see. Pronger 10. So it wasn't that crazy, just 7%. But
Whatever,
points are
dudes.
points. So we need a Finnish player. Just make sure no one gave us anything here. I'm guessing. It's so random. I impressed how good you two are. Thank you, JD. Appreciate it. And then he says, I had a dream about your show last night. Someone was complaining
you
that
didn't
you didn't have
anyone
anyone
on
on set with you,
you.
and you were defending this show. And then I was like, as good as it is?
Wow, that's
Who
kind
would
of
be
crazy.
on set,
dude.
though? I wonder
Yeah.
if you could elaborate, JD, on the details of this.
Mhm.
JD would be good at baseball. Remembers low number of players from the 20s and pre-World War.
War I.
And then goes Mets fan Ernie.
Wow.
Which is an interesting comment there. Okay, so let's see. So
I mean, there's got to be someone who's current on the
Finnish-
roster.
Hold on. I hate when it lags.
Lagging.
Finnish hockey players.
I don't know why I'm blanking
Finnish
on this.
players on Columbus.
Werenski, no. Merzlinkins, is he Finnish? Elvis? I don't think so. No.
Okay. No. Let's see. So
This is a guy.
It's just annoying though. This doesn't have like years and stuff.
Oh,
But there is a guy who is on the Bruins and he's a goaltender.
on the Bruins, and he's a goaltender.
Their backup tender.
Not Swayman. Who's their backup tender? I don't know their backup tender.
You do though.
Where else has he? He's obviously been with Columbus.
Yep.
Okay. He's been with Boston. He's Boston now.
Mhm.
Columbus. Other teams he was on.
He's 31.
Okay.
He's got 135 career W's, and the majority of his career, he was in Columbus from 2015 to 2022, where he was traded to the Kings, one season in Ottawa, and he's been on the Bruins the last 2 seasons. He was
On
a
the
third-round
Kings,
pick
dude.
in the 2012 entry draft. His nickname is Maggie Corp and Corpy.
Corpusalo.
Yep.
Junis, I think it is.
Jonas.
Jonas?
Or Junis, yeah, it's with the 2. Yeah.
Junis.
Yep, there it is.
17%.
Hey,
Not bad.
Hockey is
dude.
tough. It's all good.
And
So,
just like that, dude.
just like that. Those are our
grids.
grids. Let's see what we got. I'm always on his mind, Kagi B, because I was again at it because he was talking about Seton Hall not doing well last night, and I was like, well, does it really matter, JD? I mean, UConn's gonna win anyway, and he loved that comment. And then Tony 2, always on his
me.
mind, and Steve Labatz. Who's Steve Labatz?
Steve Labat, the
Do you know
hockey
Steve
player?
Labatz?
No.
He must have been a Finnish player on the Blue Jackets, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Steve Labatz. Let's look him up.
Yeah, Mr. Labatz.
Steve Labatz. I don't think so.
Maybe it's like some joke.
Maybe.
Could be. We'll have to see. But I'm sure he'll elaborate on that.
Like Labatz, like the beer?
For
For
the
the
grid,
grid.
yeah. I don't. Maybe he's spelling it wrong.
Maybe Labatz is a nickname and it's Steve Lobotomy?
We'll see what he says.
Steven
Lobotomy.
Lobotomy. But in any case, we're
Yeah.
past that, dude.
We're past that, and we are on to JD's favorite topic. I would say even more of a favorite topic of his, of
the American
full
Express.
baseball conversation during conference championship week, which we know is his favorite. Mets are his favorite, but that would be second. Yeah, the American Express. And let's just say this has been a tournament where players have absolutely demolish this course. I mean, you want to talk since 2020, Tony. Speaking of 20, every player has been over 20 under par. Sepp Straka last year, 25 under. Nick Dunlap winning as an amateur that got him his PGA Tour card, 29 under. John Rahm, 27 under. Hudson Swatford, 23 under. Simu Kim, 23 under. Andrew Landry, 26 under. So that's kind of nuts. Purse, all-time high, $9.2 million. Winner getting $1.656 million. And obviously, this is at the La Quinta Country Club, PGA West.
La Quinta!
And it's played between the Stadium course and the Nicholas Tournament course. It's been around since 1960, and I can confidently say this is the best field we have seen in the history of this event. And I know I mentioned this quickly the other day, but Scotty Scheffler makes his season debut, world number 1. You got Russell Henley, Bob McIntyre, fresh off a strong finish in Hawaii last week. Ben Griffin, another strong finish. Justin Rose, the grizzled vet. Harris English, Sepp Straka, Alex Noren, Ludwig Aubert, Matt Fitzpatrick, Sam Burns, Patrick Cantley, Ryan Gerard, Andrew Novak, Max Greiserman, Michael Brennan, and Brian Harmon, fresh off 7 straight bogeys last week at the Sony after he made the cut, killing my parlay for top 20s. But it is what it is. And I believe we were talking about a little more TV coverage. Last week was a little light, the 3 hours on Golf Channel from 7 to 10. Maybe if I just go back to the leaderboard here. But I know it was talking PGA Tour live coverage. So it is going to be tomorrow starting at 11:30 on ESPN Plus. Golf Channel taking over coverage at 4 p.m. So JD will make sure to have his notifications set for tomorrow afternoon. Some golf. I'm stoked to watch. I don't care what anybody says. And I did watch a little of the TGL yesterday, Josh. That was awesome. Also, you'd be relevant for this. As I was on the elliptical, as JD likes to make fun of me going on for, but I was telling him, JD, listen, I mean, the only reason you don't go on the elliptical, you don't have to worry about it. You're not fat. So that's what it is. But Josh was going swings on Discord, like him in the house.
Really?
He's got the rubber ball, like hitting it against the couch.
No
technique.
shit,
And then
dude.
he was dying laughing. Kev Dew coming in, trying to correct him. He's like, oh, yeah, how many lessons are you teaching, Kev, and all this stuff? And I was like, I would say on average, he's probably 20 strokes behind you on the course. So I would see why maybe you wouldn't want to hear it. But Josh is so dialed up. And I love the enthusiasm about it, Josh. I wish he had it for the Yankees, but the enthusiasm he has for golf is awesome. And I know you appreciate it too. I mean, you love golf.
Dude. Yeah.
We got to get JD out in the course. He can handle it. He'll have a good time.
Oh, great time.
The content.
Dude. Come on,
dude. We definitely have to full recording of our golf outing. Do you think the easiest way to do it? I mean, obviously we could do phone, but like if I went GoPro on the hat.
That'd be great, dude. Yeah, GoPro on the hat would be awesome.
Do you think it would come out well, like the video?
Yeah, definitely, dude. You have a nice POV of you golfing.
I think that would but capturing all the shots, and then it's like we're obviously just gonna forget that the thing's even on. And I think that's what just makes the content even better.
Exactly, dude. More organic.
No, right? How stoked are you for that round with Kev Dew?
Oh my God, it's been so much fun.
Yeah,
so much fun.
And he goes, Just Rose. Oh yes, Justin Rose did have the first albatross of the history of the TGL yesterday, so that was pretty cool. But that's a big introduction, Tony.
It is.
But definitely some hype for this event, and obviously Chris Gotterup got the deal done last week. But who are we thinking this week?
I mean, I hate to be this guy to start it off with, but I mean,
Scotty.
easily give me Scotty
Guns
Scheffler,
a-blazing.
dude. Guns a-blazing. Almost 13 months to the day, Brian, of the infamous ravioli cut your hand incident that made him miss the first 2 tournaments of the season. He's now, obviously not being here last season, to be here now. You mentioned it, guns a-blazing. He's ready to kick off this season like he wanted to last year. So give me Scotty by a mile. I'm going to say 30 under, breaking the 72-hole record that Nick Dunlap, a couple years ago, 29 under. As an amateur, crazy. This guy says, hey, I'm the pro, 30 under, winning the Amex, easy money. And I guess for a sleeper, I guess give me Seamus Power. I don't know. I was seeing his name tossed around on Twitter a lot yesterday. The 38-year-old veteran out of Waterford Island looking for his third PGA Tour win. Give me Power here, and I would say he wins at 26 under if he's going to do it.
Could you imagine just being a fly on the wall, Seamus Power in a pub in Ireland with Patrick Harrington?
Oh,
dude?
my God.
That's
Forget it, dude.
No, like hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And also, I mean, what about Justin Rose maybe having some fish and chips in a pub in England? Speaking of Justin Rose, obviously, he's always been one of my favorite veterans out on tour. And he, just like Scotty Scheffler, is making his season debut. Only difference, last year, Scotty, the 2 majors. Justin Rose, the heartbreak at Augusta in that playoff against Rory McIlroy. Another quality finish at the Open. And it just feels like Justin Rose is due, man. And he just does everything so well. Such a well-rounded game. And he never gets too high, never gets too low. And I'm really going to be rooting for him at Augusta this year. But for this tournament, I'm going to take him to win. And I'm not going to go with 30, but I will go with 29 under par for Rose, blitzing this course. And then as a sleeper, there's a lot of candidates here. But I'm going to go with Will Zalatoris. What a good story. At the PGA last year, another back surgery. He even admitted that he thought that might be the end of his professional golf career. What a story it would be. Zalatoris in the field, major medical extension, getting the job done. And I say, if he does win, I'm going to give him 25 under par. So, like we said, PGA Tour live coverage getting underway 11:30 tomorrow. I wonder if Reed Fowler will be in studio. We'll have to see. And then the potpourri on the way out. Big blow for the Golden State Warriors. And they just have not been the same team for a while now. But Jimmy Butler, the torn ACL, that's a killer. Warriors aren't even having that great of a season. You got the whole situation with Draymond Green and Steve Kerr. Speaking of not having a great season, at least, or not having a great stretch here, Brunson is back, and JD's in for the golf. Let's go. So we're going to definitely do a big outing, JD, where we have like 3 or 4 foursomes out there.
Wow.
I think that'll be great.
Sounds
and then
great.
The meal after will be nuts.
Dude.
We got Knicks Nets tonight at the Garden. The Knicks, 11.5-point favorites. Michael Porter Jr. playing like a guy that can't wait to run out of the Barclays Center.
Wow.
This one is at MSG, though. He's averaging 25.7, 7.4 rebounds per game. Kind of ironic, too. The Knicks infamously drafting Kevin Knox over Michael Porter Jr. because of those back concerns way back. I remember watching that at Hookah back in the day.
Wow, what a throwback.
Not quite like the elliptical. But anyway, I think the Knicks get the job done. There's some talk if they lose that Mike Brown could be canned already. I don't know if that is a little premature. But I think the Knicks bounce back, but they clearly have to get it together. So that was a big story yesterday. And then college basketball usually is very light during the week. Saturday obviously is the big day. And that's going to get even bigger. Game day, with college football being done now. But JD's Tar Heels scuffling so far in the ACC. Currently number 22, hosting Notre Dame, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. 12.5-point favorite. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to get the job done there. And also, I haven't heard JD talk about this, but the controversy about possibly demolishing the Dean E. Smith Center, taking the arena off campus. I would imagine there's outrage. I've been to that building before, been to the Hall of Fame. It's great. I don't know how you take that off campus. And it's like, if you want a brand new stadium, then demolish it, play somewhere else temporarily, and build it back there. I think it is absolute nonsense to take an arena off a storied university. I believe it might be the oldest public university in the U.S., something like that.
Is that right?
But yeah, because my sister went to UNC for grad school for a little bit, so we've walked around campus many times. It's one of those campuses. Every time I've been there, and it is the oldest public university. But yeah, top of the hill. Great brewery and restaurant there, JD. But one of those campuses where you're there, you just get that feeling like, wow, I wish I went there. So good luck to them. Number 1 Arizona trying to move to 19 2-0. Outrage, he says. I love it. All juiced up. But Arizona looking to move to 19-0, 13.5-point favorites against Cincinnati. That's 9 o'clock on FS1. Nebraska looking to go 19-0. What a story that is. Number 7, that's 9 o'clock on Big Ten Network. And then Gonzaga's 19-1, but they're playing Pepperdine as 20.5-point favorites. So that is really it, Tony. But it just like, oh, wait, what were we going to say?
I was saying, flew by.
Yeah, flew by. But I'm sure more news will come our way, tomorrow. Top of the hill, met Worthy there, and that's James Worthy, the Hall of Famer. So that's pretty cool, JD. But yeah, great campus. You've never been to
no, I've driven by it though.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome place.
That was cool.
North Carolina, really. North Carolina is where it's at. Sure, it's not Florida in the winter, but it's still better. And I love where my sister and Chokri live in Raleigh. So, so we'll see. Maybe some more coaching news. Maybe we get a Bellinger decision overnight. We'll see. Probably it'll be right after the show.
Yeah.
As Tony's talking Bloodline.
That's right, dude.
But so that's where we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. But great show today. Really appreciate every single one of you that tuned in. And we encourage you all to continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay and Costa, and the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.